thought today would be the perfect time to go over the Rolex Oyster Perpetual with a celebration dial. Those who know, those who don't may be wondering what this is all about. The celebration dial is very unique and very specific. The origins go back to 2020 when Rolex released colored dials that were inspired by their past. Over the last 20 years, I've seen people wanting colored dials like yellow and green, all these different dials. Now that actually goes back to Rolex's history, and they were called Stella dials. In 2020, Rolex released these different colored dials: coral red, yellow, turquoise, green, and these went on to do phenomenal in terms of the resale value as well as their desirability. It's their entry-level watch. Only Rolex could make their entry-level watch one of the most desirable watches in the world. It's certified a chronometer, it's water resistant to 100 meters, it has an in-house movement. Now the celebration dial is basically to celebrate how well that these dials did, these different colored dials that I mentioned did. Because most of those dials have been discontinued. There are a few that are still around. This is basically a turquoise dial with different bubbles in the various colors I mentioned scattered sort of throughout the dial, which makes it, kind of whimsical, quirky. But anything Rolex does like this, generally speaking, as much as it may seem ugly to some, it may seem fun to others, it may seem very collectible, it may seem this is not Rolex. This is probably going to be made for a very short period of time, and it's going to further just strengthen Rolex as a brand in itself, because the kind of dares that they take, it may not seem daring to some, but if you look at Rolex's history, they generally don't do this kind of thing. They don't do these little bubbles and, bright colors, and they're a very conservative, traditional brand. That's really been their DNA. That's why they're so iconic. That's why they're so classic. That's why they're so in demand and have been since I can remember selling them. I started selling them in the early 90s. The new celebration dial is their Easter egg. Now, this watch is under $7,000. It comes in a 41 millimeter size, a 36 millimeter size, and it comes in a 31 millimeter size. Good luck trying to get it, because everyone at the Watches and Wonders Fair was talking about it and buzzing about it. You would think something like this wouldn't take up as much media attention as it has, and that the ones that Rolex is really known for, the Yacht Masters, the Daytonas, and the GMT Masters, those are the ones who normally get all the attention. But no, this got equal, if not more attention. And it is so out of the box for Rolex to do something like this. And I think even though I probably never wear one, I can see why it is what it is and why it's going to do what I think it's going to do. I can definitely help you get one at whatever the premium prices are. So reach out to me at amitdavehonda@gmail.com or DM me.